So I'm going to make a strong statement and state that traditional sales, as we've known it for several years now, since the beginning of time, is quickly dying out at a faster pace each and every day. Probably over the last, I would say, year to 2 years, it's even quicker pace. And what do I mean when I say traditional way of selling? Traditionally, what we would do is we would send out a lot of cold emails, maybe direct mail, maybe an outside salesperson would go and visit somebody and expect to be able to speak with a key decision maker. It's kind of like your old school door knocking. I'm thinking of a very 80s style look, briefcase. That's already being eroded. That's going away. That's not being done as much. Not to say it's still not done. It is done, and for different industries, they need it more than others. But that type of selling is going away. The other type is just basically trying to grab a phone and then make a lot of different phone calls, numerous phone calls, with the hopes of actually being able to get into a sales call. Why does that not work? Well, number one, it does work, and we've been doing it for years. So I can't say that it doesn't work. It's just not as efficient as maybe a different way. And here's the new way. The word is an influencer. So influencers are going to start to gain a lot more market control. The companies are going to hire not the Ivy League graduate, but actually the person that has, maybe, not to say they don't have any business acumen, because they're going to have it, but they have a much more clear response and attraction coming from social. So if I have two candidates and I'm a sales director, what is going to be my strategy? I'm not just going to look at somebody's resume. And I'm going to let you know this. I think resumes are going to be changed in the near future too. My foretelling thought is I don't think we're going to have resumes in the future. It's like, whoa. I think we're going to move to more of a technical way of doing things, which is that it's kind of like in LinkedIn. You know, I put a lot of videos. I do a lot of things that are always video focused. So I think that we're all going to have individually our own followers, our groups of followers, and that's what's going to be the litmus test of who is a good salesperson. You show me how many followers you have. You show me how many likes you have. You show me at least that you're putting in the effort daily to try to get attraction, and that's the salesperson I'm going to hire. Why? It's because the old school way of forcing out sales is slowly dying. I'm not saying that it's not still there. I'm not saying that it still doesn't have value. It does. It's just not as efficient. The most efficient strategy to get more sales, to get more leads, to get more revenue in your business is actually focused on a method of attracting people. And we know this. We know that the way to get more viewers every day is to put out more content every day. So why are we as business owners, when we're putting people in these highly viewed upon roles, like a director of sales, director of marketing, why in God's name are you not making those people show you, hey, where is the visual work that you're going to do daily to basically tell more about our brand, tell more about our focus, show how we're actually helping our customers. Because if you're not doing that, then what kind of work are you really truly doing? So again, traditional sales methods will slowly start to die. You will not have a salesperson in the future doing outbound phone calls, cold calls. You won't have somebody just sending out an email just like, well, let's just see if this works or not. You won't have that. That won't be done. What will be done is your sales rep will be a quote-unquote influencer. And that person will already have followers. They'll already have likes. They'll already have attention. They'll already have attraction. And that's the type of person that you're wanting to hire right now today. You don't want to hire the person that's the Ivy League person that sounds phenomenally well. Not to say that's not needed, but what are they doing daily? Right now, if you're a sales director, each and every day, what are your salespeople doing to show that your company is providing something of value? most of the time they are responding to, let's just say, some inbound leads if they're in a development type of role. But do you have enough leads to be able to do your qualifying on that development side so that your salespeople can be able to close more deals? Most of the time, I would say that process is like really disconnected, meaning that the phase that it takes, if you'll track the time that it takes to have a lead coming in, to actually set an appointment, to getting the customer onto an appointment, to figuring out, yes, okay, they're qualified, to set another appointment, which is going to be a sales call. So number one, qualified into a sales call is too long. It's too far away. It's like, it's these objections that we are always hearing, which is, yeah, let me talk it over with, my wife. Yeah, let me talk it over with my husband. Or, hey, my partner so-and-so, I need to, go over this information with them. Or, hey, we'll get back with you. Again, this is a company, a thought that we need to think about just to see if, like, what we're wanting to do. So it's a decision, hire, including a bunch of different people. No matter whatever type of objection that you're getting an objection. So how do you limit those objections? Is, again, you start by not forcing out so much sales. Here's our product, here's our features. Hey, do you want to join our webinar? Hey, can we do a sales call? That type of stuff is going to slowly start to die out, because the best of the best salespeople, they're limited on time. You can't do so much in a day. We only have so much time. And again, what is the availability of the people we're going to talk to? They only have so much time. So time is limited. So no matter who you are, the best of the best, you only have so much time in a day. So again, I don't want to hire the Ivy League person that sounds like, wow, they're amazing, they're a great salesperson. They clearly got everything going on, because you know what? They can only talk to so many people a day. That's it. They're very, very limited. Do you know who honestly is the best salesperson? They're right now in your family. You probably have one, two, or many of them. It's your children. Your children are way better salespeople than you'll ever be. It's like, wow, that's a big statement. But they are. Look at their social media, if they'll let you see that. And then what you're clearly going to start to figure out is like, wow, they get thousands of views, like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views. They get a lot of likes. That's called attraction. That's selling, and that's marketing. You can control people by sending out those messages. And then I think sometimes we're like, yeah, but that's, Instagram's nothing. Or, yeah, that's so-and-so. That's, they're young, they're kids. That's the buyers of tomorrow. That's the buyers of today. They have a lot of decision making by what the parents do as well. We want to make the family happy. So listen and watch what your children are doing. Again, they're probably better salespeople. Seriously, watch what they do. When I look at somebody, again, if I'm going to hire somebody and they can have tens of thousands of views in no time, I'm like, they're doing something right. Whatever it is, they're doing something right. That's marketing. So think about that today. Where are you at in your business? Are you really just trying the old methods like, let's just force out as much as we can because we're going to get some back? I'm not saying, yeah, you can't do that or that you shouldn't do that. Yeah, you should. But I really do think you need to start looking at this influencer route. Your salespeople should be influencers. And that's why some of the best companies are saying, hey, tag us, add us whenever you're doing anything, especially in the community, especially when you're doing good things. Or when you're out talking to your customers. That should be just about every day, especially when you're in an account executive role. Really to set the image of what type of customers we want to be onboarding, who our next customer should be, is by us clearly demonstrating that in our marketing. Who's the best people to market? It's actually our salespeople. We don't need to hire an outside marketing agency. It's clearly it's not needed. Just ask your son, just ask your daughter. They're better at it than maybe the agency you're going to hire, or just as good. So again, really start to think about this influencer way of doing things in the future. And the future is meaning now today. You don't need to wait on this. It's so very important. So take care.